What's up, bitches? You're in the trenches with Jodi and Jensen.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're coming to you from Wildfire Arms Studio.
We are.
Courtesy of Jodi's amazing husband, Gary.
Gary Strickland.
Like I said in the last episode, we owe him all of our days.
We do. So we're going to keep shouting him out every episode.
Amen.
And sorry for your luck that we're back.
Welcome to episode 2.
We decided to come back.
For those of you that did come back, I'm not sure why, but thank you.
Right.
Jodi and I today wanted to share our highs and lows of 2024. You know, it's almost the end of the year. 2025 is literally
like a week away.
Next fucking week.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to get into it.
We're just going to,
We're going to go through our camera rolls. I'm going to go through my Snapchat memories and just kind of reminisce on memory lane and see what I tried to sweep under the rug as far as trauma. Anyways.
So, we'll just do January and we're both going to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're just going to find out.
I definitely have months that were uneventful, some that were very eventful, and
probably the same.
Yeah. And somewhere in between. All right, Jodi, ladies first. You kick it off, sister.
I'm going to kick it. I've been taking a little bit of notes today. So, I touched on the last episode about my new little Shine class. January 25th of this year was the very first time I went in all by myself, like a scared little schoolgirl, like, I'm here, I want to work out. And then I happened to know of the instructor. We had never crossed paths, but I knew who she was. And a friend of mine that I used to work with years ago was there, and there you have it. Now we're in December and I'm a Shine girl.
So how'd you find out about Shine?
So one of my best friends, she and another girl had done a little private Shine class last December because Carly was just getting it started, and she posted it. And I texted her and I was like, what is this? I need to know, because it's just hip hop dancing. And I'm like, I can do this. And so she tells me about it and I'm like, I want to go. And she says, okay, Tuesdays, Thursdays. I pack my bag hoping that I have some gym clothes, and it's in the car, and Tuesday comes and I'm like, hey, you want to go? Well, she has a younger daughter, so she's back. She's in the era that I was raising my kids a while ago. I had a head start on her. And she's like, Kinsey this, or I have to do this, or work later. I was in that life. And so I was waiting for her because she was my safety net. And finally one day I'm like, Jodi, you drive right past that gym on your way home. It's right across from work. You have your bag, just do it.
Right.
And I did.
Were you what was your first thought when you walked in the room?
Was are they going to watch me and be like, you can't come back?
You're done.
And every one of them, they were like, no, you're not getting graded. Nobody watches you. We just watched Carly the whole time. And I'm like, sure. No, it's true.
No, it really is.
You were just watching her the whole time, making sure you're on the same beat as her. And so that was my first high of the year, is I found that class just in time, because we know what happened a little bit later. We'll touch on that in a minute. January was eventful because I did Shine class. Gary and I went to a Gary Allan concert in the Valley.
Was he good?
So good. We were second row.
Really?
We got his guitar pick. He threw it to us. We gave it to our baby Kindle because Gary Allan was a special thing for Gary and Kindle, but she couldn't come because she was sick. But we got the guitar pick, gave it to her, but it was so much fun. We had such a good time. And we got our dog Maggie in January of this year.
What kind of dog is Maggie?
Maggie's just one of those hyper little corgis.
She's so cute. Her little butt is so fluffy, and she has the prettiest little blue and brown eyes.
She is super pretty, but she's super cracked out.
But she's a baby still.
Yep. She's 1 now.
Oh.
Anyways,
so cute.
Yes. So we got little Maggie. And that was my January. Pretty good January. Those were all highs.
Solid.
That's a high January.
Yeah, that is. I love that.
Usually Januaries are kind of
boring,
depressed, whatever.
Yeah. Because it's still winter. It's cold out.
Right.
I get it.
Right. No, I had a pretty good January.
Well, let me bust into my Snapchat memories real quick. and see what I was doing in January of 2024. Well, I remember at the time I wasn't living here. I was down in Phoenix, and I was going to esthetician school. I think it was like 2 months in, because we started in November and then went into the next year. So I was in esthetician school, full swing, Image Institute in Scottsdale. They're the best. I miss them there. What else? I think I was really just focusing on school. I remember I was exploring a lot in Phoenix too. Like, I would go downtown a lot and go do like
all the
homework,
things.
all the things. I would go do homework at like these really dope coffee shops there and just like have a moment. And I started seeing somebody at the time too. We met in December, and
How'd you meet?
the internet, like every other goddamn relationship these days. We met on Bumble. Oh,
cringe.
Yeah, it's cringe. But
Cringe.
I didn't think it would be much, and then we went on a first date just for shits and gigs, and then I'm gonna try not to cry.
We're not even at that episode yet.
No, we're
Fast
not.
forward.
Fast forward. We started seeing each other, and it was really fun. Like, I'm not here talking shit about, I'm not like, oh, my crazy ex.
Right.
Like, it wasn't like that at all. It was really wholesome, and it was a good learning experience, and we just had a lot of fun. So him and I were together like all the time, and I was just in school doing my thing, and just hanging out.
It was a good January.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Not super eventful, but it was fun.
We don't hate it.
No, not at all. It was wholesome.
Should we discuss what we're wearing first?
Yeah,
I feel like
when you
there's
were
an elephant in the room.
A big ass elephant, if you will, and he is spray painted purple. When you were talking like 5 minutes ago, I kind of forgot we were wearing these, and I glanced down.
We got the merch.
The second episode, and our faces are already on apparel.
Yeah. So if that gives you any idea of our status, I mean, we're pretty big. So, we're kind of a big deal now.
We really are.
We're not going away.
If you have anything not nice to say, are you on a shirt? I didn't think so, so keep it moving.
You're not.
But no, these are sick. I love them. And I'm going to start wearing it in public, unironically.
I need you, when you wash it, to do it on delicate inside out.
Right.
And don't dry it.
That makes so much sense.
Or give it to me and I'll wash it.
Because then it'll crack the whatever this material is, right? Okay.
Right. Let's let it last a couple episodes before.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
What about February?
February.
What was going on for you?
Well, let me tell you, Posty. Posty at the Phoenix Open. Do you know what that? It's like that big golf tournament.
Waste management.
Thing. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who I'd gone to see Posty with a year before had an extra ticket. And I'm just like, oh, I just saw him in August. I shouldn't go.
Yeah.
Gary's like, buy the ticket. Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm like,
oh,
bet. So, Posty, great. Like, he's never not great. Doesn't matter what venue he's at. So, it was so cool. And I had a low the same night. It's hard to think that you're watching Posty. How could anything go wrong?
Right.
My little baby Tatum, my granddaughter, has a rare stomach disease. We'll talk about that one day. But she got flown down from Summit down to Phoenix Children's. So literally, as we were like enjoying Posty, her and her mom got flown down, went to the concert. After I knew she was getting flown down, I went and bought her a shirt. They don't have smalls, so it's going to fit her until she's in, like, or it won't fit her until she's like a senior in high school. But she loves it. Anyway, so saw Posty, immediately went over and saw her afterwards. So that was my low.
No.
But it worked out because she got a cute little Post Malone shirt, and she was singing his music.
And you showed me the picture of her with it. She was so happy about it.
The biggest smile.
Oh.
Like, she's a Post Malone fan.
Right? Yeah. That's a ride or die fan right there.
100% ride or die.
Yeah.
So, that was February low, but then the low of February, do you know?
I do.
February
Goddamn,
11th. February 11th. That baby.
Which
Kindle,
baby?
my baby. said, okay, I'm a big girl now, and I have my own house, and I'm moving out. That's the low. That's probably been like the low all year, but I've come out of it.
Yeah.
But that was low.
And you kind of touched on this in the last episode about like kids leaving home and moms losing their identity. Like, that's kind of where it all started for you, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's still fresh.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about it. So we're probably going to talk about it the whole time we have a podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to always come back to when baby Kenny left. But anyways, other than that, I'm still standing.
What
we're
was
good.
like that first night like after she left?
I cried.
Aww.
Gary was out of town.
So you were literally just by yourself?
Yeah. Well, it was Super Bowl Sunday. So I was super excited though because my team won.
Who's your team?
The Chiefs.
Right.
Yes. And then that baby left, and I literally just cried myself to sleep. I did.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Were you like, was there any amount of like joy that you felt?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, oh my God, she's like a grown up now?
I'm so proud.
Oh.
Like, I was so proud that she had the tools to go out there and do life on her own.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm a selfish bitch, and I want that girl. So, anyways.
Wow.
But she is thriving, and I couldn't be prouder. But like I said, we're going to talk about it until I'm done.
Right.
So.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
Well, at least you still see her all the time, right?
Yeah. She's one of my best friends.
She is.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kitty!
Let's talk about your February.
Oh, my February. Kind of low-key like the same thing as January. I was just grinding it in esthetician school, learning a bunch of different skincare modalities. At the end of February, I actually got a job in Old Town Scottsdale as a makeup artist at a makeup studio over there.
Like, people just would call in and say, I need my makeup done?
So it was literally like, imagine like a hair salon or a barber shop, but just for makeup. So people would come in and get their makeup done for literally anything, whether it be photo shoots, galas, dances. Like, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That sounds like a great time, because I need that.
Yeah,
So,
and it, like, they'd always have like events going on and stuff, and it was in like, you've been in Old Town Scottsdale, right? How it's like everything's just like within walking distance, and it's like really cute down there.
Right. How fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Did you stay busy?
Yes and no, but like that's only my fault because I was in school and I was going to school a lot. Like, I'd go in way more than I needed to, and like school was my first priority at that time in my life. But luckily I was kind of able to make my own schedule. It was kind of more like a casual job type of thing.
Yeah.
Where like, they were like, hey, like whenever you're available, just like let us know. So,
It's not like you were clocked in 8 to 5.
yeah, no, it wasn't like that. But it was fun while I was in school. I miss it there, the Sparkle Bar.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in Scottsdale.
That sounds great.
It was
I
so
love
cute in there.
sparkles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
it was
go.
really cute. And yeah, kind of the same thing as January. My boyfriend and I at the time were just, always hanging out, always together, always going on little dates, little adventures. I'd watch my nieces and nephews a lot because I lived with my sister while I was going to school.
Right.
And then I also hung out with my friends a lot that I met in esthetician school, and we'd go out sometimes, or we were always just cackling and carrying on at school.
I can imagine.
Oh, well, yeah. But yeah, it was fun. So not really any lows in February, just kind of just chill, really.
Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, like, March.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure I'm going to miss something, so I have to go back
Yeah, me too.
and look through my camera roll, like, because if we're being honest, we just rushed this episode. We're like, let's do it.
Yeah, we were
people
just so
want
excited.
it. People are talking to us about the next one, and
hopefully the audio and the videography is a lot
little-
better in episode 2.
right.
Listen, Rome was not built in a day, people.
it wasn't.
So just bear with us.
And we're still kind of riding the high from people making us feel like we actually are
'Cause
funny.
We posted our first episode last night at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you were getting flooded with messages today at work being like, I just watched your podcast. It was so good.
It made me feel so good because I was just expecting all the judgment, which I'm sure there still is.
Right.
But
they're not going to say it to our
no,
face.
everybody's been so nice,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it. March we had a NASCAR trip.
Ooh.
My husband is obsessed with NASCAR, and we have season passes. We go twice a year in the valley. So we went down there. Baby Kenny actually came with us there.
Aww.
So that was a good time. And we also made a trip to Salt Lake. Mm-hmm. That's where my in-laws used to live. And my father-in-law had to have surgery. So we flew up there to check on them. And Dylan came from Colorado because it was only like 4 hours from where he lived. Oh, nice. So we got to see him.
Aww.
So aside from my father-in-law, being injured.
It was low-key like a little reunion.
Yeah.
Aww.
And it was pretty high March. So I'll take it.
That's good. Yeah. March for me. Ooh, I got a good high for March.
Ooh.
My brother and my sister-in-law got married, right? Congratulations, Colton and Megan, love them. But here's the kicker. They had a destination wedding, and we got to go to Cancun.
Love it.
It was so sick. They got married on the beach. Such a beautiful wedding. We partied like rock stars.
I bet.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun, probably too much fun. I can tell this story because I was legally allowed to drink.
Right.
There. Second night we were there. Keep in mind, this resort we were at was all inclusive, and like one side of it was like wholesome family side, and they had like a water park, and then the other side was like more like party adult side. Like they had the bars and the swim up bars at the pool.
I love that.
All your drinks were paid for. Like it was a cool experience. So we started at one end of the resort and worked our way all the way over to the family side at the water park. And at each stop, we would stop and they had like mango margaritas and like things like that. And we would do like shots along the way. Like it was such a good time. And
like your whole family?
Like my whole family. Like it was like me, like some of us were like kind of spread out and like doing our own thing. But I remember it was like me, my sister, my mom, my cousin and his wife, and some other people I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was just fun. It was just like a fun little excursion.
I love destination weddings.
It was so
I love
sick.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, we partied like rock stars. I definitely partied a little too hard one night, and my sister and brother-in-law had to pull me out of the ocean because I was violently throwing up in the water. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
It was so fun till it wasn't. So,
choices were made,
not great ones, but they were made. So my brother and sister-in-law had to pull me out of the water. I wasn't drowning, but I was definitely, feeding the fish, if you will. Ew. And my sister looked at me dead in the eyes. Like, she looked into my soul and she said, "You need to get a grip." And I was just like, uh-huh. So
I bet she wanted to just punch you.
I don't blame her. I would have wanted to punch me too. So her and my brother-in-law had to drag me back to my hotel room, and my mom and I were staying in a room. And I was being like so loud, like coming up the stairs and like walking down the hallway. And my mom like opens the door. And I remember looking at my sister and I said out loud, I was like, "Oh my God, is that Mom?" And my mom's like, "What happened?" And my brother-in-law was like, "He's your problem now." So my mom put me in the shower. She like took my shirt off. I still had like my swim shorts on, and I like, this is so embarrassing, but I like laid in the shower for like an hour, like in the fetal position, just like fighting for my life. And then my mom finally like got me out, and she was like, "Jensen, like get in bed, like you're done here." And so she like put me in bed, like gave me water, and this was only at like 5:30 in the evening, and I crashed out. And then I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, ordered room service. They had 24-hour room service at the resort. I got a cheeseburger and a bomb-ass quesadilla. And our hotel rooms, like, they had, like, rooftops on them that you could go out. And there was, like, a jacuzzi and all that. So I sat on the rooftop, tried to find God and listen to the waves. And
how'd that work out?
It was great. And I ate my quesadilla, and I watched the sun come up. And then afterwards, I took a nice silent walk on the beach.
And you got a grip?
And I got a grip. Okay. But yeah, that was a good one for March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
It really was.
So it was like a high and a low.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mainly a high, but the lows were all my own doing.
Right.
All on me.
Right. We have to learn. Live and learn.
I damn sure learned. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
What's after March?
Well, April. That would be April.
January, February, March, and
Yeah.
April.
April, we have a lot of April birthdays in our family.
Ooh, you have a lot of Aries.
Yep.
Wow.
Whatever. That. All I know is I'm a Gemini.
Right.
Right. We've discussed this.
Yep.
Kylie's birthday is April 9th. Gary's is April 14th. Colt's is April 26th. And in between that, on April 23rd, baby Kenny was officially adopted by Gary.
Oh.
And her name changed.
Oh, like legally.
Legally.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
that
Kenny. I
was
love
like, that was super big. That was super big for her because that was something that I knew that she had wanted for a long time. So that was super high. Like, I'm trying to think if we had any lows in April, but
you. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but seems like it was a pretty good month.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so good.
So we'll take
I love
it.
that for her.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me look back at April real quick. Low-key, all the months kind of like blur together a little bit.
I know. I'm
Same,
going to miss something, I'm sure.
Right. Same type of thing as the other months before for me. Like, I was just, starting to get the hang of, like, my new job. I was hanging out with my brother and sister, my sister and my brother-in-law a lot, obviously, because I lived with them. They were redoing, like, their backyard and doing, like, fake grass, and then my brother-in-law
cool.
was welding, like, these big, like, canopies and, like, building, like, an outside kitchen. Like, he's, like, a handyman. Like, and he's real good at it, too. So we helped them a lot, and then I was still in school, just grinding it out. I was still with my partner at the time, and we were just having fun. We would go to comedy shows a lot, and
I bet there were a lot of things for you guys to do for dates down there.
there was. The only
Like-
thing is, like, at the time, I was so broke because, like, I was in school, and, like, I only worked, like, a few hours a week, so... Like, I didn't have, like, a bunch of money to just go
Right.
blow on dates, which...
So you just got creative.
Yeah, like, we would just hang out at home a lot, or we'd go to his house, and he kind of lived, like, way out there a little bit, so we'd go on, like, ranger rides a lot in the desert, and, like, just fun things like that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, my friends and I were just still grinding it out at school and doing our thing, trying to get all of our hours in.
Just living life.
Just living life, just trying to get by, really.
Yeah. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Look at us. Okay. May.
May. Taurus season.
And Gemini.
Almost Gemini.
No, it is. May 22nd.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah. It's my
Ooh,
birthday.
Embarrassing, Jensen.
Right. So my birthday.
Happy
which-
birthday.
whatever.
You turned 25.
Yes.
Yes.
And guess what? Gary got me for my birthday.
What?
Justin Timberlake tickets.
You went to Justin Timberlake?
Yep. For my birthday. The concert was the day before my birthday. So my friend Paula and I went.
Oh, yes.
It was the best. Like, it was so cool. I never thought I was going to get to see Justin Timberlake because those tickets are fucking expensive.
Really?
But so worth it. And then we got to celebrate my birthday at midnight, a little taco stand. I think maybe I was probably trying to ask the driver of the equipment truck if they would get me backstage to meet him. But apparently this guy only spoke French, and he's just looking at me, and I'm trying to get him to understand me. So there was a communication barrier.
Right. Google Translate.
Otherwise, I didn't really think about that at that moment.
Right.
But otherwise, I think it would have been a done deal. I would have been backstage with JT.
That'd be crazy.
Anyways,
What
so
was your favorite song that he played?
oh, listen, I love Summer Love. Like, that just gets me in a real good mood.
Solid.
A lot of his new songs, but like Sexy Back, obviously.
Of
like,
course.
just all, like, his stage
classics.
presence is just
Is he hot
good.
in person?
Yeah, he is.
So good.
He is, like, he is. He's just aging gracefully, too.
Oh, so good. What venue did he play at?
He was at Footprint Center, like the basketball arena.
Okay.
And our hotel was literally right behind it. Like, you just walked across a tiny little, like, alleyway. We were right there. So it
So you
worked
didn't
out.
have to drive. Ain't no
No
nothing.
drive. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we woke up feeling just fine
That's good.
until we get in the car.
And then it's
And we just look at each other like, What did we do?
We done did lead girlfriend.
We had a great time.
Good.
That's all.
That's all that
It was so worth it. So that was a good time.
That's all that matters.
That's about all I got for me.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday, Justin Timberlake.
Happy birthday.
It was a good time. Well, it's December, but thank you.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I feel like you probably sent me a snap that day.
I probably did. That's my only way that I communicate with the world.
We know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let's just go ahead and call him out. His communication is through Snapchat. Okay. What, 2 weeks ago?
What's so wrong with that?
I know. But if somebody sends you a text message, you just can't be like, I don't even look at text. I need Snap.
Okay. Can I slightly defend myself for 2 seconds?
Let's hear it.
Okay. I snap a lot of people, right? And I get so many Snapchat notifications like every 10 minutes, right? And when I'm not on my phone, like they start to build up, right? So that one text message I get every other day gets lost in all those Snapchat notifications. And I don't even think to go to my messages.
Right. Okay.
So if you need to get a hold of me,
your
text
your
me.
business partner,
Yeah.
is trying to text you about this. 12 hours later.
I was at a family event.
Chintzy.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I usually just communicate on Snap.
And what's so wrong?
So,
Okay.
anyways, if any of you
Have
need
I
to
been
get
better though?
yes,
Yes. Thank
if
you.
anybody needs to get in touch with Jensen, just snap him.
Hit me up on Snap.
Don't even
call
text.
Me. I don't know why I hate calling people.
I don't like to talk to people either.
I don't either. Like,
so I'm okay with that.
I hate calling people. I don't know why. I just text me, please. Like I'll text you.
No, you
all
won't.
day long.
Snap him.
I
You will
will
not text
text you
anybody all day long.
I will text you on Snap all day long.
Message you on Snap.
Message me
Yeah.
on Snap.
Okay.
Anyways, so
Okay.
we'll leave that there.
So how was May for you?
It was rough.
It was not Justin Timberlake.
It wasn't Justin Timberlake.
Was it Cry Me a River? Oh, I do like that song.
It was like Amazing Grace, but the bagpipe version. That's my theme song for that month.
Down Bad Crying at the Gym.
Down bad crying at
shit.
the gym. Fuck it
Shit.
if I can't have him type shit. Beginning of May, my partner and I at the time split ways, and that was hard. And I, a lot of days I still deal with it, and I'm not trying to sound like a dumb broad that can't move forward, but it's true. When you love somebody, you love somebody. You don't just
Right.
unlove somebody. I'm gonna cry.
You should have. No, we're not crying. I didn't even bring Kleenex. Not now.
No.
We're saving it.
Yeah, we are.
We're saving it.
But yeah, we
Why?
parted ways, and it was really hard. It kind of like that day. Might I sound dramatic? And it was like my world went gray for a minute. That sounds so dumb because I had like.
No, you don't have to apologize for your feelings.
But still, it's like get a grip,
No. You loved him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
what else? What? How was the weather? How was the weather?
It was
pretty
fucking
hot. Yeah. Okay.
It was hot. The swass was so real.
Oh,
it didn't
the
matter how
swass.
much deodorant I put on. By like hour 2, I was fucking stunk.
Yeah.
But there was a high in May.
What is
Other
it?
than, a slight divorce, if you will. We weren't
Just that little thing. Anyways,
that little bump in the road, that fucking big bump in the road.
we're gonna talk about it. We'll get through it.
Yeah, we will. I graduated esthetician school. Yeah, May 21st.
See?
So
The day before my birthday.
Amen. Happy birthday, Jodi.
Happy graduation.
So, I was supposed to graduate in like August or like end of July, but I was able to go in more even when I wasn't supposed to,
Right.
or not supposed to, but like needed to at school.
So you could finish faster.
I finished faster. I got all my hours in because in the state of Arizona, you have to have 600 clocked hours to be able to take your state board test to become a licensed esthetician. So I finished my aesthetics course early and graduated that day. It was really fun. And then, like, a week before I graduated, I was able to take my state boards. I had enough hours racked up that I could take them. I passed.
And is
both
that
of them.
just a test you go in and do, or
Yeah.
you have to do the actual like?
So there's 2 different tests. And funny thing with like the Arizona Cosmetology State Board, there used to be a written and a practical. So the written is like a multiple choice thing. more like sciencey academic type aesthetic stuff, and then the practical used to be like a hands-on test, so you would have to perform a facial on a mannequin, and like the test proctors would like grade you on every little thing, like
Did you get to pick what you did, or they said do this facial?
Well, here's the tea. That all changed.
Spill it.
So I didn't have to do a practical because during COVID, there was obviously everything was shut down.
Right.
So all these people that were lining up to take their test, it took forever to get through everybody. So they said, okay, instead of doing like an actual practical, let's just change it to online. So there was like no hands-on things anymore, really, which is like, I guess, pros and cons to both.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
It seems like, I got off good with that, but then it's like some of these people need to do practicals so somebody could be watching.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I wasn't one of them.
Right. Oh, I know. I would pass you on practicals all day, every day.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I'm not even certified.
Thank
okay.
you. But yeah, so the practical was all about just making sure like all the steps were properly done of whatever service you were doing, making sure your infection control procedures were up to standard. You had to do like a blood spill test thing of like how to like properly dress a wound if you get cut or something like that, or if you cut a client, like it was all these different things. But mine were both online. I took them and passed them both the first time, and like a week later I graduated.
Nice. What a relief, right?
It really was. It was like I was so happy, but like so sad because it was like the end of an era.
And then you're like, what am I going to do? I'm out of school.
But I went back a month and a half later for
Yes,
laser.
you did. Yeah.
So May was both tragic, but also really exciting.
We made
and
it.
happy.
We made it here.
Yeah, 100%.
So that puts us in June.
Wow.
June. Let me tell you about June. It was hot here, but not hot like it is down there.
Dude, that's rough. It's rough down there.
Okay, I have really good June.
Okay.
So my second daughter, Caitlin, got engaged to her fiance, Liv, and in June, I got to go dress shopping with Caitlin in the Valley. And just watching her try those dresses on, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, she's not a dress girl. Like, she doesn't want to be dressed up, but she put those dresses on like she was just playing dress up, and just to see her face, and they all looked amazing on her.
Really?
Like, she has an amazing figure, and I'm like, I don't even know how you're gonna pick. Like, everything was so good. And then she came out, and I knew it was the one because the smile on her face.
Aww.
Like, I'm like, oh, I really like this one, but when I see you smiling like that in this dress, it was made for her.
Aww.
So that was so fun. Like,
was she like feeling the dresses? Because like her aesthetic is very like more like tomboy, like kind of skater vibes.
No, she was like, she had already done like online shopping. She knew what she was looking for. Like when the lady was like, okay, yeah, tell me what kind should I pick for you to try on. She knew exactly. She wanted like the long, flowy, like lightweight sleeves. Like, it's like Princess Bride is how I can explain her. Like, perfect.
Yeah, I saw their pictures. They were both beautiful.
They were, right. So just the fact that I had the opportunity to go and do that with her was amazing. And things kind of got rushed because her fiance's mom wasn't in the best of health. So they were like, let's do this, you know, because we want her to be there. So we kind of rushed. Excuse me. And like the timeline of when she needed the dress was like right on the tip of it not being able to be done, all the alterations in time. But it was meant to be because everything just went like flawlessly. Like, it was perfect.
They say when things go smoothly like that, like it's for a reason. So like it's meant to be type of thing.
It was. Seeing her in that dress, I will never get that vision out of my mind. She was beautiful.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Where'd they get married at?
So that's for July.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about
Sorry,
that in a minute.
I'm jumping the gun here.
Settle down. So I'll let you talk about June.
Pardon me. June wasn't the most exciting. Like, nothing really tragic happened, but also nothing really exciting. I had just graduated aesthetics. I was waiting on the state to send me my esthetician license. Finally got it. And I was just...
How long did it take?
They told me after I because you have to go through this whole process of the school approving you, and then they send the approval over to the state, and then the state has to actually send you the license. They said it would take up to 13 business days, and they were exactly on 13 business days.
Oh, really?
So it was 2.5, almost 3 weeks before I got my license. And you're
just checking the mail every day.
Literally. Well, they send it in email now.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of ghetto how they send it. It's they send you a link, you log into the cosmetology portal online thing, and then you hit another link and your license is right there, and it's just on a PDF and you print it out.
You don't even get a diploma.
No, you're I spent all this money, I worked my ass off for a little piece of paper. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I needed it for what I do, but it's not the most exciting thing. But yeah,
but you got it.
I got it, and I was just job hunting like no other, because I knew I wanted to work somewhere as an esthetician, and obviously down there's a lot of competition, but there's also a lot of places to work. But like I said in the last episode talking about the aesthetics industry, a lot of places want you to have experience, or they say they're hiring, and then you put in your application, you send them your resume, the school you went to, and you call back and you're like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I dropped off a resume the other day. I sent an application for your guys' esthetician position. I was just wondering if your manager, your owner had time to review it yet. And I knew they were always lying to me. They're like, oh my God, yeah, sorry, the manager's out of town. They'll be back tomorrow.
By that time, they knew your number. They're like, it's him again.
Literally,
somebody give him a job.
Literally, or fucking block him. We're sick of his bitch ass. So I remember I printed out 30 different resumes and cover letters, and I found 30 different places to drop him off at, med spas, regular spas, resort spas.
That's determination.
I was gun-ho to get hired somewhere. And I physically went into each place, walked into the building and dropped off my resume, the cover letter addressed to that place with each business name on it. You're like,
look at this face and tell me no.
And I was so nice to everybody. I was like, hi, I knew some places were hiring, but, I don't know if other places were, but, I'd go in, I was really nice to the front desk people. I'd be like, hi, my name's Jensen, I'm a licensed esthetician. I'm not sure if you guys are hiring or not, but I just wanted to leave my cover letter and resume with you. If you could please give it to your manager or your owner, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then a few days I would call back and be like, hey, I was in there a few days ago. Did you have a chance to give my papers over to your owner or manager? And they'd be like, oh yeah, they still haven't looked over it yet.
Because we shredded it.
Because we probably threw it away right as you walked out the fucking door.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, so I was gung-ho about finding somewhere to work down there. And
props to you.
Thank you. I was determined. And then finally, I got a bite. At the end of June, I got hired at the waxing place. And I was so excited. I was, thrilled. I almost cried. Turns out it was a shitty-ass job. But you live and you learn.
You have to start somewhere.
You really do. Yeah. And I did learn from that job, but I'm glad I'm not there anymore.
Right. Same. I'm glad you're not.
Yeah, me too.
Look, it all worked out.
Yeah, waxing coochies and buttholes all day is not my thing. And,
I don't know why.
And the owner of the...
Who doesn't want to do that?
There would be straight guys that told me I was living every male fantasy's dream, and I'm like, you're disgusting. These women that are coming in here are... First of all, they're already kind of nervous that a male is waxing them, but luckily it was me, so...
Right.
And then, second of all, they're fucking... Most of them are moms. Middle-aged women. Just trying to, take care of themselves.
Right.
And, you just have to be
professional. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not weird. No. It's only weird if you make it weird.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, quickly learned that place was not my thing, more specifically because of the owner. She was a lot. She had nothing to do with the beauty industry at all. And she was a bitch. Ooh, sorry. She was.
Cringe.
Yeah, so that was June. How was
little
your July?
high, little high, little low.
Yeah.
So July, like I just said a minute ago, that's when Caitlin and Liv got married in Texas, and they asked Gary to perform the wedding. He was an officiant for our friend's wedding a couple years ago, so he has a certificate and stuff, and they asked him if he would do it, and he was just like, obviously I would be honored to do that. So we flew to Texas, and we took our granddaughter Tatum with us because once she saw a picture, she calls her Aunt Kizzle. Once she saw a picture of Kizzle in her beautiful dress, like, she's like, I want to see it. And, Gary and I can't say no to her.
Right.
So we're like, I don't know what her parents are going to say about her flying on an airplane first time with us.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, cool. Easy as that. We got her. She was so fun.
Aww.
Like, she was so cute on the airplane, just wanting to look out the window, see it all. Like, and the humidity in Texas, they are not playing when they tell you it's humid. Yes. Like,
what part of Texas were you guys in?
It was in that town. I don't.
That out in BFE?
Yeah, it's like a small little town outside of Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So, do you know that Bucky store?
Yes.
It was by one of those. I can't even. Crisco?
Costco? What? Crisco? What about
Corsicana?
Crisco to Corsicana? Are you on bath salts right now? You're done. Can we talk about real quick about last night's fiasco? So you guys know, like, I'm telling this right now. This shit is too
We're
good.
editing this right now.
So what even is it? It's like a mixer for alcoholic drinks, right? It's called Blue Carousel, right? It's in the blue bottle.
Right, we don't know if that's right.
I'm most certain it's right. If I'm not, then I'm gonna look real dumb. But I'm pretty certain it's called Blue Carousel. It's in the blue bottle. It has a little orange on it. This bitch was talking about her Grinch mimosas. She's trying to make it Christmas. And I was like, oh, what's in it? And she was like, oh, just champagne, orange juice, and blue Krakow. And I said, blue Krakow? What the fuck is blue Krakow? And she was like, like that mixer you use in drinks. It's blue. And I said, blue Carousel? And she goes, no, blue Krakow. And I said, I know you fucking lying right now. So I pulled up a picture of it because I thought I was going batshit crazy. So I pulled up a picture of it and I was like, this stuff? And she was like, yeah, blue Krakow. And I said, Jodi, it's blue Carousel. And we fucking died for like 20 minutes straight over this shit.
I need to hear somebody else say it the way you say it.
Blue Carousel.
I need to hear somebody else say it the way you say it so I believe you.
Okay, well,
because you could be fucking with me.
I'm not. I don't think I am. I'm trying not to. I'm most certain that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, potato,
tomato, tomato.
Right.
Your mom's a hoe. Like,
yeah, yeah. So what?
It was just really. You had to be there. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was July. Wedding was great.
Yeah, it was perfect. Like a vision. They were both beautiful.
How long have Caitlin and Liv been together before they got married?
A year.
Oh.
Or just short of a year, I think it was.
Feels like they've been together for literally ever.
Yeah, and I could be dead ass wrong because I have a lot of children.
Caitlin's gonna be in the comments like, it was 4 years, Mom.
These kids are gonna come at me all the time because I'm sure I'm gonna say something wrong, miss one of them. Like, right. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to survive.
Right. We're just trying to make it through the day.
So anyways, it was beautiful and I'm so glad that we got to go. And July is right in the middle of fire season for Gary. Mm-hmm. So he had to because he had an assignment and he was like, I'm not going to be able to go. So they got somebody to fill in. And the day before we were supposed to fly back from Texas, he got an assignment. So we flew home. The next day he left. So it was amazing that he was able to do that.
That is
and
really cool.
It was so sweet because he's like, there's no way I could have gone on a fire and not saw Caitlin get married. Aww. So it was perfect.
What a good dad.
Yeah.
It's the best. So
if there was a low, I don't even know.
Yeah. I didn't really have any lows in July as I was still trying to get over my breakup. That's my own issues. Anyway.
Crying in the club.
Crying in the club. Down bad, crying at the gym. Next is August. So, what was August? Oh, I started laser in August. Or did I start it in July? End of July or beginning of August, I started laser.
Did you do July? July was just, you were down bad still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, did I do July?
I don't know. I got confused. Real quick. Yeah, I got confused. So
let me look at the snap memories.
I know.
Oh,
Did I miss somebody?
I did miss July. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, I did start.
I
Laser.
did miss July too.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, when was their wedding? June.
no, the wedding was in July, but you rushed me,
Sorry.
and I'm still trying to tell you.
My mind's still on the blue
That-
crack toast situation.
I know that sent me
Into a
to
spiral.
yeah.
Right.
July was my baby Kenny's birthday.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
birthday, our little Leo queen.
Right. See? I'm get called out 24/7.
Right. Good thing we didn't miss her. She would have shot you blank in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. She knows that I love her, so
she does.
she's out there fighting those fires.
Dude, she sent me videos. Like, she's like face to face with the flames, and she's all.
Yeah, she's so close to it,
Yeah.
the flames, and I'm like, no, scoot
Yeah.
back.
I know.
She's like, Mom, I'm a firefighter.
All the time. Anytime I got to talk to her on fire season, I'm like, "Are you wearing your SPF?" Yeah.
No,
You're lying.
she's
You're fucking
lying.
lying to me. She's like,
She's
"No,
lying."
I'm not." I'm like, "I know when you're lying.
She's-
Put that goddamn SPF on."
Yeah. But
You know how I knew when she was lying? Because she would come back from fire season and she would have freckles all over her face. And I said, I knew you.
know,
I
they're
knew
so
it.
cute.
You little
Yeah.
bastard. Wear your SPF.
right. But I was able to celebrate with her early before she left on an assignment.
Oh, what'd you guys do?
We went to Locano's and she wore the sombrero and we sang happy birthday
That
to her.
embarrassing ass shit. Yeah, been there before. No, it's so good.
Yeah. So
that.
proceed with August.
So August, I started laser. Or no, I started laser like end of July into August. Okay, so started laser around there. Right, and we were just playing in all these different laser machines and learning about lasers and how they work and, you know, what to do on them with the skin.
The settings, all of that.
setting, the joules, the pulse width, the, you know, different types of lasers. It's a science.
Dude,
It's
I hear
crazy.
you. Yeah.
It is an absolute science, so mad respect to those who comprehend it fully. Not that I
Right.
don't, but don't catch me building
Mad
laser.
respect. Jency, yeah.
Thank you. It's rough out here in these streets. And then I was still just like waxing coochie and just hanging out. Oh, I started learning how to play the guitar a little bit. Okay, I'm not a musician by any means. I'm definitely more of like an artist, like painting, obviously, because like the makeup and all that. But I've always wanted to like low-key learn to play the guitar because my dad plays the guitar. My brothers kind of picked it up a little bit, and then I just always loved the guitar. I thought it was like so
It
pretty.
seems like that would be your vibe anyways,
Really?
honestly. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I learned like a little bit of a country song on the guitar and played it. till
What
my
song?
fingers bled. It's from a movie called Country Strong. It has Gwyneth Paltrow in it.
Oh, yeah.
Tim McGraw. So that movie has its whole soundtrack. Because like everybody in the movie is like country stars. It's a really good movie. Actually, you should watch it.
Isn't it older?
Kind of. I think it's like 2011, 2010.
Yeah.
So it's like not old, but older. And one of the songs from the soundtrack is called Timing is Everything, and it's only like, it's like an acoustic guitar. And Garrett Dillahunt, or no, Garrett,
Caraco?
not Kratko. You're fired. You're literally done. Hold on, let me find his name real quick, or else it's literally gonna.
You
eat me
can't
alive.
fire me. I'm part of the podcast.
Well, then I guess I'm fired too.
Okay, but you can't fire me. I'm here.
Well, for the next 5 seconds, you're fired. Okay, Garrett Headland is his name. I think
It
I'm
could have
pronouncing
been
it right.
whatever, and I still don't know.
Could have been Hound Dog. You would have been like, yeah. Anyways, but
That was a
the
cool
song's called
story.
Timing is Everything. I love that song. It's really good. You should listen
Yeah.
to it. So I kind of like learned to play that on the guitar a little bit.
Were you any good?
Not at first, no, but I felt like I got better.
So do you have a guitar?
No,
Why?
I was playing on my brother-in-law's.
Well,
that
get
he never
one.
Played on. I don't play. I don't
Jam
like-
session.
Could you imagine me in a band? I could grow my mullet back out.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But the band thing,
During this whole time, too, like during this year, I had a mullet and mustache combo.
I know.
That was crazy.
Like, I didn't hate it, but then
But then once I saw this again, I was like, yes.
that's the vibe.
Yeah.
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 We all make choices.
We do.
We're
it was
good.
good for the time.
Yeah.
I did some rancid behavior in that hairstyle, too. So
What month was that?
this was from like, I started.
No, are we
growing
in
it-
August or July?
We're in August.
Okay.
But I started growing the mullet back in like October of 23. And then I cut it off in October of 23. No, September of 23.
Just because you wanted it, or did somebody say, bro, you should get
it
a
was
mullet?
just long, and I would always keep checking it, make sure it's laying right, because I liked like the backs to like wing out a little bit, and it was just a lot. Like my hair got really thick, it was shedding a lot. I hated like taking care of it, and I was also starting a new job, like definitely a way more professional job too, in a professional medical establishment. So I figured a nice clean fade would be best for that.
Looking a little like porn star-ish.
Little porn starish, little white trash.
Right.
So it was time to go. It was fun while it lasted. I got a lot of compliments.
I'm glad you got it out of your system.
I really did. I did.
Because you would have never known.
Exactly.
Now you know. Now you know.
Yeah. I definitely looked like somebody's uncle, for sure.
You did.
Yeah.
But you didn't have a van.
Thank God.
No. That's good.
Thank God.
Well, let's see about August.
Yeah,
August is still fire season around here, so my husband's gone, my baby Kenny's gone, everybody's fighting fires.
Right.
Lots of times with the grandkids over hanging out with me. And then in August was my sister's birthday, my younger sister, but she died last year, so that was a little bit,
Challenging.
I just get my feelings. Yeah. She loved strawberry cakes, so I made some strawberry cupcakes and went to the cemetery and had a cupcake with her. Aww. So that's my love for August.
But that's so awesome. You got to just, go sit with her.
It's just like, people might think it's dumb, but it's therapeutic. So
it really is.
I do it.
If anybody has anything to say about anything like that, send them to me. I'll fucking throw a punch them.
Okay.
I swear to God.
I'm sending the list right now.
Perfect.
Okay.
You got them on speed dial?
I do.
Great.
But I think I'm blocked, so.
Right, me too.
But if I miss something in August, forgive me.
Right.
And we'll talk about it on the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll bring them each on and they can be like, Mom, hello, you forgot this? Mm-hmm. My bad.
Sorry.
Right.
Be perfect 8 days a week, right?
Yeah, it's exhausting.
I know. Tell me about it. I've been saying this for goddamn years.
It is like,
and everybody just looks at me like I'm stupid.
Wake up perfect again? Mm-hmm. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hair and nails on fleek.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's on fleek.
It's your turn.
If you know, you know. We're in September now, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, September was a good one.
Let's hear it. Why?
I moved back home. I got a new job. No longer waxing coochies. Well, I still wax coochies at my new job, but just not as much. That's not the most popular service where I'm at now, and I'm not mad at that. So I moved back home because I had graduated laser. Laser wasn't that long. It was only like 8 or 9 weeks, and again, I finished a little bit early. So I'm just looking built like that. Ew. I'm so sorry. Yikes.
And you think I'm ooh when I say blue caraco?
We're both disgusting.
Right.
Let's just,
When you ever think that you're better than me, you're not.
I know.
We're the same.
I know. We're both trash.
Yeah.
But I moved back home. I started a new job. I was looking at places to live, my friends and I. And as we all know, this economy is just absolutely wrecked right now. And my mom was like, well, just come back home. I fucking miss you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So moved back home with my mom and my stepdad.
Shout out Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. Speaking of Jenny from the block, I can't believe I forgot about this. Her and my stepdad got married in August.
See, we're going to forget this shit.
And a beautiful wedding, by the way. They both were stunning. My mom.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. So beautiful.
Like, she was magazine worthy, let me tell you. Such a fun wedding. I was definitely on the Chardonnay. Had a great time. I walked my grandma's down the aisle.
Oh, that's really so cute.
Yeah. So, sorry, I forgot that part in August, but it was a good time.
Well, I forgot in May. Here we go. Mm-hmm. My son-in-law's birthday's in May. Uh-huh. So I just got so excited about JT.
Yeah.
I'm trying to redeem myself.
Right.
And then in June was Kylie and Jesse's anniversary.
Oh, how long?
Shout out lovers. I think it's 6 years.
Damn. That was a long time.
Anyways, I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'm sure
they're going to come for me. So I'm just trying to do my best.
Right. That's all we can really do.
Back to September. September was Taterbug's birthday.
Ah!
September 9th.
She's a Virgo?
Sure. She's 4.
Yeah.
And, yep.
She's
And
4.
she's so cute. She had a disco cowgirl birthday party.
That is right up her alley.
And yeah, Dylan got to come from Colorado to visit. It was so fun. Gary was here for her birthday, which you never know. September could be iffy. So he left like 2 days after that, I think, on a fire. Also, looking back at my memories, I got the Barbie limited edition Stanley Cup. Anyways.
You got 2 of them, right?
I did. I didn't keep both of them.
Right.
I kept the pink one with the stars. I don't know who has the Ken one. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that later, but
I
it
need
just
to bring
popped
her
up.
in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gave me the same one that I used yesterday.
I washed it out.
I know, but yours is different, so we should both be different.
I know,
I'm trying to teach him, people.
Listen, I forgot mine at home.
I know.
I forgot my matching one at
I
home.
know.
I flopped today, guys. I'm sorry.
So I think that's it. And I got a new coworker in September.
Hi, everyone. My
Like-
name's Jensen.
There's days I'm like, I feel like I'm working with my kid.
Yeah. You
Because
love
it's
it.
like
Don't even
working.
act like for a
but I'm
second
just
you hate
saying,
it.
like, it's wild
Right.
how.
No, we have
how it
fun.
is.
But we, even though we do have fun, we still remain professional
Yeah.
when needed.
Right. We're grown.
We are, for the most part.
Yeah.
I might be lacking a few brain cells, but I can manage. But yeah, Jodi and I became coworkers, and the rest is history.
Right.
Right.
So there's no lows.
No.
We had a good September.
September was good.
We'll take it.
Absolutely. Let me go cash that in real quick. October.
October.
Weaver season, my favorite season. You want to know why, Jodi?
I don't know. Was somebody born in that month?
A star was born.
And my baby boy was born in October.
Dylan? Mm-hmm.
26.
That's...
Well, shit. I mean, you learn some new shit every day.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that.
But anyways.
Sidebar. A little bit later.
Fuck, but I was born in October.
Okay.
Yeah,
that-
whoa, let's go! Let's go October!
It's not your turn.
Oh, sorry.
Listen.
Pardon.
Vanilla Ice. I saw Vanilla Ice in October.
You did, and you were so excited. I did your makeup for that one, right?
2 rows back. And I'd seen him years ago with my aunt, and he took my phone after that concert and took a selfie. So this concert, when we saw him in October, I pulled it up on my phone, like, because we were so close, and he's walking by, like, waving and taking selfies, and I turned it over so he could see, and he pointed at it. I'm like,
stop. You're like, yeah!
right. So
that's everything.
So we saw Vanilla Ice and my baby boy's birthday in October, and did some trick-or-treating, and well, the very end of October 31st, we flew out to Costa Rica. So we'll talk about in November.
Slay.
Talk about that in November.
That was a good one.
We had a good October.
I was living vicariously through you.
Oh, hold, please. You are making me forget everything. My anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
He was gone.
years.
And he was gone on a fire. He was supposed to be home. Like,
But,
listen, I know. First anniversary in 17 years that he wasn't home.
and he made the fuck up for it.
Yeah, he did.
Not.
He bought me this giant Tiffany's jewelry box. Number one, he sent that. I'm like, no, I'm not going to open any presents till you get home. No, open it. So I opened it. It's beautiful. I love it. It's that beautiful Tiffany blue. And he always sends me flowers for our anniversary. I love it. So our anniversary is on Sunday. So I expected they would come Monday. They did.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The next day.
Sent him at work, right?
Yep. Sent him to work. The next day, I hear the girls say, Jodi, you have more flowers. And I'm thinking, oh, my kids, did they send me some? Because Gary already sent the flowers from Gary. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I'm like, thank you. This is awesome. Third day, flowers. Fourth day, flowers. Fifth day, flowers. A week worth of flowers.
And every bouquet was so unique and beautiful.
Yeah.
And the cards he wrote is what really brought it
I
together.
know.
Like, I'm trying to
So
remember
thoughtful.
what he said. He was like, day 5 of like loving you
You.
more
Yeah.
than I did yesterday. Or something really
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
on a fire And he took
States away.
found time to call the flower shop, and basically he told them, hey, if I give you this much money, can you send her flowers every day? And they were like, yeah. So he texted, a cousin of mine works there. He texted her every day what to put on the card. Like, just those flowers just made me so happy. Like,
That's
so
awesome.
So ain't no lows in October.
No, October was a good month.
It was a good month.
It really was.
Yeah. Okay, you can talk.
Thank God, I'm about to shit myself over here. Just kidding. But October was really fun. I was busy. I had a lot of makeup things going on. I had weddings. I had photo shoots down in the valley. I had private makeup parties down in the valley. I went to a Halloween party in Tempe. It was my birthday. The fucking rum, man. Yeah. So October was fun. Halloween was really fun. My friend and his friend went to a house party in
Sounds illegal.
dangerous and illegal, absolutely. But it was fun. We didn't do anything stupid, although the cops did. I'm like so outing myself right now. We were all responsible, but the cops did get called, and I was not planning on getting arrested, so I jumped out a second-story window.
Oh, I remember
into
this.
the backyard. Mm-hmm. Why I did that, I don't know, because the cops were only there for a noise complaint. And they basically just said, you guys need to leave, and that was it. And I thought,
you never know.
I thought the SWAT team was busting through the front door.
That could have been your first mugshot.
And my makeup was so sick that night. Could you imagine?
Oh, that would have
Let me
been
show
really,
you.
actually, I saw the picture.
Right,
That
let
would
me
have
show
been
the
the
camera.
best.
Dude, could you imagine? Okay, so I was Tate Langdon from American Horror Story that night. My friend and I went as matching. So I did his makeup and I did mine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
so
if that
good.
was I don't even know if they can see it. Could you imagine if that was my mugshot?
You would be posting that shit everywhere.
I would. I wouldn't even care.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You would get famous from that.
As I should. As I
Yeah.
should. November. God damn, we're already almost at the end of the
November,
year.
yeah.
That was just like yesterday.
Fucking November.
Fucking November.
Costa Rica.
Yes, tell us about it.
So our neighbors and friends decided they were going to get married in Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, and they told us, Gary and I are like, yeah, we're going. We're always down for a vacation.
Right.
And then, so I, years and years ago, had officiated my friend and her husband getting married. And so they knew, our neighbors knew that I had done that before. They knew that Gary had done it. So they asked us to co-host or to co-officiate
That's
the wedding.
so sick.
And we're like, of course we're going to do that. We'd never gone to Costa Rica. And then Kendall, that baby comes, we tell her, I'm going. First words out of her mouth. All right. We all have our passports, and Mike and Shell were like, of course, anybody, the more the merrier. So we went there. We stayed at Margaritaville, like all inclusive.
Yeah.
The bar and the pool, all of that stuff. And the wedding was perfect. Like, Gary and I put so much effort into the vows. Like, I was so proud of us. We did like this ring warming ceremony where we took each ring and passed it. And there was just a small group of us there. And each person like held it in their hand, and they either could say something out loud or make a wish, to themselves.
That's
and
so cute.
Then they finally got to the bride and groom, and it was just so cool to be part of that.
So it's like a little prayer over the ring. Like
Yeah.
Each person holds it.
Yeah.
That's
it
genius.
was like,
I love that.
I'm like, I'm so glad that we could do this
Yeah.
for them. And so we had a good time, ate so much, drank so much. Right there on the beach, they had these ladies that came. You could get a massage for like $40.
And it was probably the best.
And you
massage
just hear,
ever, huh?
yeah, you hear the waves crashing. The best. I am not kidding you. I went 2 days in a row. Same lady. I would have gone,
God is
I should have gone the whole 5 days we were there.
Honestly.
But it was good. It was just good. And Thanksgiving, we had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Dylan wasn't here. Missed him. That's my low.
Oh,
But other than that, it was a good November.
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah. What about you?
November, not a lot was happening that was anything crazy. I was just working, posting a lot on social media, building my clientele. My friend Mackenzie and I got into gaming, I was never really a gamer. I played GTA a little bit in like junior high, like GTA 5, of course. And like that was my thing for a minute, but other than that, I wasn't
Like,
really a gamer.
What age is too old to be a gamer?
Okay, here's the thing. The thing. I think
just
it depends on
curious.
like what.
Do you think I can just get comfy?
Yeah, me too, honestly.
But I'm worried about knocking the mics and
Oh.
you just give me that look and I'm like, I'm sorry.
You're done. Yes, I'm bumping the mics.
Right.
God. Okay, I think it depends on like how you're gaming. If you're gaming just every now and then because you're bored and you don't really have anything else to do, fine.
Then-
After a long day of work, great. But if you're just sitting at home being a fucking loser playing video games, get a grip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or some people like that's their job. Like some people like live stream on Twitch and TikTok
Right.
and game.
But we know that's not your job. So I was just
no.
curious.
No, not my job. Kenzie and I just do it for fun. And we've been playing Call of Duty Cold War, zombies specifically. Mm-hmm. We've been having a blast. So we've been doing that. Thanksgiving comes around. This was my low. I ended up in the goddamn ER. Listen, I'm healthy, right? Like I'm not like nothing weird is going on with me. But Thanksgiving morning, I wake up really early. I woke up at like 6, which is rare for me. I really don't get up at 6 unless I like absolutely have to. And my stomach was kind of hurting a little bit, and not in like a way that I felt nauseous, just like
Just a bellyache.
yeah, just like a bellyache. You know when you take medication that you're supposed to eat with and you don't?
Yeah.
That's how it felt. And it kind of like felt like that a little bit like all morning, but I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought I was like kind of hungry. So I was like, but I didn't really have an appetite, which was weird.
You're just like, I can power through.
yeah, like I wasn't hungry, but like I felt hungry. And I was trying to power through. I was just snacking on like granola bars and like string cheese and just like water, taking it easy. And then my mom and I were cooking. Like I was making something to take to my dad's house because they were doing a big thing over there. And then my mom was making stuff to take to her mom's house because we were also doing something over there. So my mom and I are like, you know, having fun in the kitchen. We're dancing. Zach Bryan's playing in the background,
That's so
whipping
cute.
it the fuck up. Like Pioneer Women and Betty Crocker, like could never. And my stomach just starts hurting worse and worse. And we're about to leave to my grandma's house, and my mom and my stepdad are like walking out the door, and they're like, do you want to come with us or are you going to drive separately? And I was like, y'all go ahead. I'm going to lay down for like 15 minutes just to like chill for a second. And they're like, okay, bet. So I lay down for 15 minutes and my stomach just kept hurting worse and worse and worse. And I was like, what is my problem? And I was finally just like, okay, sip some water, get a grip, get your apple croissant stuffing, and get your ass in the car. That's what I made, by the way. And I got up, and as soon as I got up, the pain got so bad it made me nauseous. So I went and threw up. Not just like from the
That's
soul.
so offensive.
I know. Trust me.
You felt it?
I felt it coming out of my soul. So I'm throwing up, and then I like do like a puke and rally moment. I'm like, okay, let's go to my grandma's house. So I get there, my stomach is still just hurting so bad on the way there. And I was only there for like 15 minutes. And usually I big back it at Thanksgiving, right? Like I'm sure we
know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
And I had half a roll, a little slice of turkey, and like a little bit of stuffing because I was like, this is all I can like handle right now. And my stomach just kept hurting worse and worse. So I was only at my grandma's house for maybe not even like 15 minutes. I go throw up in her bathroom because my stomach's hurting so bad. And it was so weird because it wasn't like my stomach was upset and nauseous like I ate something bad. It felt like somebody was digging a knife into my abdomen and like twisting it around.
Dude, that's some like crazy voodoo torture doll, right?
I thought my appendix was gonna burst. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought when you told me.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
So I do the fattest Irish goodbye. I kind of felt bad, but I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I gotta go. Like something, like I'm going. So I didn't end up going to my dad's house. They thought I was like dead. I was literally like dying in bed, and everybody was like calling me like, where are you at? And I was just like, silence. And I was trying to lay in every position possible to like I was doing like downward dog, like reverse cowgirl, like leg over the head, like trying to like find a position to make myself comfortable, like child's pose, fetal position, like,
None
like
of it was working.
back handspring, like finger up the ass, like everything. Nothing was working. And I just kept getting up like every 15 minutes to go throw up. And I had thrown up so much that there was nothing to throw up anymore.
Just dry heaving.
Dry heaving my soul out. I thought I was literally, my stomach was going to come up at one point. Like, it was gross.
That's wild.
It was. So 6 o'clock rolls around. My mom is still at my grandma's house because they were just all visiting and all that. And I finally called her and I was like, Mom, I gotta go to the ER. Something's wrong. And she was like, what's wrong? And I told her like everything that was happening. And she was like, oh my God, it's probably your appendix. And I was like, I fucking knew it. So we get to the ER. They get me admitted. I take 3 IVs within like 30 minutes. I was so dehydrated.
You just gulped that down.
Gulped it down. They gave me like an anti-nausea medication. They did like blood work to make sure I didn't have like an infection. They gave me a CT scan, and then they come back and they're like, oh yeah, it's not your appendix. You just have like a stomach virus that inflames your lymph nodes. And I was like, all this for fucking that?
Right.
Like, okay.
Like, you wanted it to be like something has to be removed.
Literally, that's...
to be causing that much pain.
And I'm not a bitch. Well, I am, but not when it comes to pain, really. Like, I have a pretty good pain tolerance, and I was trying to stick it out because I was like, no, I don't want the bill. I don't want to go to the ER. I'm not trying to cause a scene.
Right.
I had to cause a scene. And that was that. And then I went home, and I was perfectly fine the next day.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
And then you came over. We had our Thanksgiving on Saturday.
Yeah, and I was in the ER Friday night. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Can I still come over?
Yeah. And nobody got sick from that, so that's...
Nobody got sick.
Good.
Nope.
Anyways, on to December. Hallelujah.
I mean, December.
Take it home, Jodi.
Well, like, what have we done already? I feel like I'm definitely missing so much already.
Oh, me too.
Like, well, we just had a little fun office Christmas party.
We did.
We got some gifts. Some more time with the grandkids. We saw Santa and wrote letters to Santa.
Yeah.
Just some more hanging out with my husband. Oh, we went to a Cardinals game.
Ooh, how was that?
Well, they lost.
Shit.
Of course.
Well, I wouldn't know that. But.
Well, they do. Like, listen, I'm not, like, saying I hate them, but it's got to be hard to be their fan. Because I feel like they consistently just suck. People are going to come for me. But I'm just saying, like...
Well, if the stats are there, they're there. You know what I mean? Like...
But I feel like somebody is paying them to suck, to lose. Because it's always... Anyways, but know. Listen, it was fun. I don't play
with those kind of balls, so I don't know.
Well, I don't either. But it was fun. We met some friends from... I have some friends that used to live here. They live in Wyoming now. And they flew down... our friend Steve, he's a huge Cardinals fan, and his wife Katie came, and their 2 boys, and we met our friend John and his new wife Karina, and their kids were there. So it's fun. I don't care what team it is. If you get to go watch a game live,
yeah, Ooh.
I don't know. We're bougie. We are bougie. And like so you have your own restaurants and all the bars around you. Like, you don't even have to wait in line for the bathroom.
Hell yeah.
So we'll probably always buy those tickets.
Right.
But that was fun.
Hell yeah, that's tits.
And then we're just waiting for Christmas. I'm just waiting for Santa's elves to come in there and wrap all that shit.
Yeah.
That has not got wrapped yet.
Get on it like double time. Let's move.
Yeah.
You need to get a grip.
But I mean, I think we're going to make it through December.
Yeah. We have
being
to.
Pretty high. Like, yeah.
Only a week left.
So. We're going to go out on a high, I think.
Absolutely.
I mean, we miss Dilly still.
We do. Still
but
local.
Lizzo and Kizzle will be here tomorrow.
Amazing. And
then Kenny and Guwaji will be here
We're
tomorrow.
Gonna be like, who the fuck are these Dr. Seuss ass characters?
They're just going to have to wait and find out who they all are.
Right.
So, my mother-in-law is going to be...
Dude, Granny's a fucking
Grammy
G.
is the OG.
She's a fucking G.
And she's bringing her... Is it cherry cheesecake?
Cherry cheesecake.
She's bringing that. like this is the first Christmas we've had with her in 17 years that we've been married. So Gary's so happy. It's exciting that
She's
she'll
so
be here.
cute.
She is, and we got her stocking for her, little presents. It's like to see Gary's face all happy when she said she was going to stay with us. I love it. And I love like all the chaos of having everybody home and just packed in like sardines. I don't even care because it just for us being together.
The mess at the end is so worth it.
Yeah, that is what I live for. So
honestly, I get that, and the older I get, the more I get it. Like, my family's really big too, and like over the last few years, like I have more fun like just being with them rather than like Christmas in general. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
right. No, yes, I
like
totally
it could
get
be
it.
any holiday, it's just fun.
Just as long as you're doing fun stuff, and like we always do like fun games on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Like, and I love it because the kids will be like, we're playing games like we did last year, right?
Yeah.
Like that, just that feeling of them being excited, like looking forward to being home. I love it. So we're going to just play games all night, tomorrow night, wake up early, open the presents with the babies, have big breakfast. Like,
oh, that sounds like good.
That's my vibe.
That's such a vibe.
Yeah. If Dilly was here, I would be complete.
Yeah.
But soon.
Just missing a little piece of the heart.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
So we're going to go out on a pretty good high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
We started a podcast in December.
Podcast.
If you didn't know what you were here for, this is a podcast.
Yeah. If you've made it this far, it is a podcast, by the way. Welcome.
They're like, what is this cluster? What am I watching?
Yeah.
We're going to get better.
Of course. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We just sat in front of some ring lights, a microphone, and a camera and started talking.
Right. Just there's some fake grass on the wall.
There's a bush on the wall.
Yeah. A little waxing.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're here for it. And I think we're going to keep coming back.
Yeah. What did I do in December?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck off.
Podcast.
I went to Zach Bryan. Oh. I forgot about that. How
did you forget? You hated it.
Yeah, it was the worst, disgusting thing in my life. And before anybody's like, oh my god, he's an abuser. Go home. He's a celebrity. His girlfriend's an influencer. Like, we don't know what really went on. You weren't there.
There's two sides.
There's two sides. You weren't there. I damn sure wasn't. I'm there for the music and the vibes. And guess what? He put on a damn good show. He was fun. He was lit. Desert Diamond Arena will never be the same again.
Dude, you don't even have to tell me.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. My friend Mia and I went, and we were front row. Not like in seats, like at the fence, like in the pits.
Yeah.
Front row.
Yeah. Kenny and
my
her...
Madonne's back. It was so good.
Kenny and her guy went.
Yeah.
Same. She says the same story. Like, like it was like she found Jesus going to that concert.
That's I wasn't going to say that, but I get...
Like, I'm like... She did. She saw the light.
I did. I sobbed so much. I didn't think I would sob, and I was like on Mia's shoulder, like, ooh.
Was she like?
She was just like, well, it's okay. Like, get it together. You're embarrassing. Get it together. I'm like, okay. Give me everything that dies. Make this way home back. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I'm glad.
So that was really fun. Started a podcast. Did Christmas shit with my family. But yeah, December's been good.
Yeah.
Definitely going out with a bang.
Right. Overall, I mean, there were some lows.
Of course.
This year, but
overall, a blessed year. It doesn't matter where you are in life. There's going to be some bumps in the road, but...
Right.
There's going to be way more love and way more happiness than there is trench-ass times.
You're right.
Welcome.
All the good vibes. Good vibes only around here.
I'm excited for our next episode, which is our New Year's episode.
I am too. It's going to be a good one.
It really is.
Like, and it'll be number 3. We're just getting better and better and better.
Yeah. So merch link in bio.
I know.
Today's video is sponsored by...
It's going to... Eventually, we're going to get a sponsor. There's more where these came from.
I love that I have my cold Stanleys.
Right.
to keep my beverages cold.
I didn't use this one for the last episode. This is a new one.
What's her name?
This is Copper Tinsel.
Wow.
Limited edition. Look at the cute straw. This came with Scarlet Tinsel. But I'm like, look, why not?
It's
How cute, right?
I'm using my Ken doll one next episode. Because that thing, I get so many compliments on it. People are like, is that the Star Wars collection? I'm like, no, it's not the Star Wars collection.
No, and it was $70, so please use it. Thank you.
I do. I've been
Don't, but you like used it to hit somebody over the head with all the dents in it.
I might bitches be acting a fool, so
anyways,
talk shit, get hit. Anyways,
Stanley,
we're here.
do you like us?
We're here. We're
sponsorless right now.
Yeah. Are we even monetizable right now?
I feel like we're trainable. Okay. We can be whoever you want us to be.
That's so real. I'm going to cry.
Just throw us a bone.
Amen.
And we're just going to keep staying hydrated with our Stanleys.
I pee so much these days. So much.
Same.
Remember when I used to carry around the fucking gallon blue-ass water bottle?
Yeah.
A gallon. It was a fucking buck. Anyways.
That wasn't the vibe.
It wasn't. I looked like a roided out gym rat with that thing.
You did.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, if you've made it this far and if you haven't thrown up yet. If you have any highs and lows that you want to share with us from your year, let us know in the comments down
we would
below.
love to know. Like and subscribe.
Heavy on the subscribe.
Right.
And the like.
And like, if we made you laugh, tell us.
Literally.
Don't make us wonder how cringy we were. Just say, hey, that was some funny shit.
Honestly, be straight up with us. Be like, hey, you guys fucking sucked, or like, hey, you guys are funny, or hey, a little bit of both.
Right.
Take it.
Right. And we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll try again.
Yeah.
So
we'll see you guys in our New Year's episode. We love you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.